What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Mike. I am a full-time media seller. I sell on Amazon and eBay. Today I got a little thrifting adventure here. I've been hitting one thrift store a lot in videos. We're going to switch it up today. We got two. We're outside my best, the Goodwill here in Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania. And then we're going to head down the road here to Mountjoy Gift and Thrift. I take you guys there pretty often. That's a good, small mom and pop thrift shop. We do have a topic though today. We're going to talk about relying on only thrift stores is going to be the topic. I've been out a lot this week and I've been seeing all kinds of crazy stuff in thrift stores. So we'll talk about that during the wrap up when we go over what we find, if we find anything. If you're interested in being around like-minded people, join the YouTube channel. Private Discord, weekly Zoom calls, 24/7 help when it comes to growing and building a media business. So let me shut up here. This place is packed. I don't know what we're going to get. Like I said, this is my better Goodwill. You just never know though, right? You know, with thrift stores, you never know what you're going to walk into. You're basically walking into a big barn full of junk, and a lot of it's overpriced junk. So while I'm in there, you guys will see my phone screen. Just tells you whether or not you're buying it. You just need a phone, you just need a scanner, and you just need 20 bucks, and then you can be a millionaire. So, all right, let's get in here and let's actually do some work. It's not really work. Let's go do a whole bunch of hard work in this Goodwill. Let's go. All right, we are at Mountjoy Gift and Thrift. Believe it or not, that Goodwill, it's my best Goodwill. It's the only Goodwill that's actually Goodwill. So I can't complain. We got a bag full of stuff out of there. A little bit of everything. Lots of books, a few DVDs, and one CD. So it wasn't bad. There was another scanner that came in behind me. I don't know. They were scanning with their phone, and they were just like scanning random things on the bookshelves. I mean, to each their own, I guess. But he was pretty pissed off, huffing and puffing the whole time. Snooze, you lose, I guess, right? I mean, you don't know, you don't have no kind of plan anyway. You can't even buy yourself a scanner for 10 bucks. You're out here with your phone doing the most inefficient possible way of scanning media. So let me shut up. It has started raining here. It's just the way it works, right? You know, 1 hour it's dry, the next hour it's wet. This place is packed also. That Goodwill was packed, and this place is a box. So it's gonna, listen, I'm not a huge fan of being around large groups of people that are just standing there moping around, don't know whether they want to go left or right. I think there needs to be like floors, you know, like at the airport where you step on the floor and it takes you. Every thrift store you walk in and you step on and it takes you around the whole thrift store, right? No standing there trying to decide this way, that way, this way. Just keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Anyways, enough of my rant. Let's get in here and I mean, I don't think we're gonna top the Goodwill, a whole bag full of some good stuff. But if we can come out of here, you know, with 10 items, I'll be happy. Let's go. All right, it is the next day. We are back at the storage unit for the wrap up. Overall profit, we did $490 total profit. Merchant fulfilled was $195. FBA was $295. We spent $68. We got 28 items. So before you take out the buy cost, the estimated profit per item is $17.50. Yeah. That's what I like to see. My new business model kind of taking effect, higher, you know, profitable items. I'm going to show you guys all of the merchant fulfilled items. The FBA stuff's already at home, ready to go out this weekend, but I did bring the merchant fulfilled stuff to the unit today. So I'm you know what? I only do like one or two. I'm going to do every merchant fulfilled item we found, and I'll pop them up on the screen as we go here. Let me get my phone recording. We got a little bit of everything here, so it'll be a good kind of eye-opening wrap-up. Screen is now recording. All right, first up we have Kicks DVD. Old school, 1981, you know, hard rock, heavy metal kind of band. This is... It says FBA, but I am merchant fulfilling this at $15 profit. We're rounding up or down, no exact number. So $15 for this CD. Next up we have the Blowin' Blues, best of the great harp players. This is new sealed. You always know it's actually manufacturer sealed on CDs. If you see like the artist up here, this is how they used to do them. So this one here shows reject, but that's just because it's going off used. We are new. Sales score of only 2, so this is going to take time to sell, but it's merchant fulfilled, right? We're not paying storage fees. We don't have to pay to get something like this removed. You're looking at $27 profit when this sells. Moving on, we got some Jackie Chan. I remember watching a bunch of movies growing up with him in it. Good actor. A new sealed double feature. $19 profit, sales score of 5, so it sells about once a month. So I mean, throw it on the shelf and forget about it. You know, it's just the way it's got to be with the new Amazon fees and new Amazon everything, right? Your whole business had to change. So all right, I haven't found one of these in a while. I was talking to some, you know, some people behind the scenes, like, what's going on? I don't even see game guides out there anymore. We got Super Mario 3D World game guide. Usually they're bigger, right? Usually, you know, they're the bigger game guides, but this was a small one. First one I've seen in months. Good flip though. You're looking at $19. Sells more than once a month, so good pickup. Game guides are usually pretty much always good. They move slow, so like with my new business model, they're probably all going to be merchant fulfilled, but it'll sell eventually. All right, moving on. We got Dancing Histories. heuristic I don't need heuristic ethnography, ethnography with the I don't even know. I don't know. But I know it's worth some decent money. $40 profit, sales score of 2. Another slow mover, but merchant fulfilled, no problem taking those. Everything long tail now has to be merchant fulfilled, unfortunately. The new, storage structure with Amazon, everything's going to have to sit on the shelf in your own place, and when it sells, you pack and ship it. So that's just the reality of it. Moving on. DSM-5, insanely simplified. $7 profit. This will sell fairly quick, so this should sell probably within, the next 2 or 3 days. That's the fast moving stuff we're going to sell now, things like that. Islamic Awakening, sales score of 2, $8 profit here, another small paperback. All right, now we have A History of American Literature, 2nd edition. $25 profit, sales score 14. Can't beat that. You do see the one buyback company will give you $15 today. I don't mess with none of that. I'm my own buyback company. Iredale Terrier, $17 profit, merchant fulfilled. I'm not good with dogs or even cat breeds. Just cat or dog to me. I do know some, but I've never heard of an Iredale Terrier. Moving right along, we have Releasing Emotional Patterns with Essential Oils. $14 profit. I am the only one listed on this. So when I scanned this, there was nobody here, right? So the Scoutly screen, it was just blank. But I seen the rank was under 1 million, so it has sold. So I said, you know what? I'm buying it. I listed it for what? $28. We'll see if it sells. I mean, I'm the only one on the listing, so when the time comes, I'm going to get the sale regardless. So, and then the last one we have, which was the only item we found at Mount Joy Gift and Thrift. I'll talk a little bit about that after this. Handwriting Analysis. $10 profit, merchant fulfilled. Overall, a great trip. No complaints from me. And the topic was relying on thrift stores. So, perfect. I mean, you can't write the script any better. We went to 2 thrift stores. The GOODwill, which usually, that GOODwill has been good. And then Mount Joy, which has been amazing to me so far this year. And the GOODwill was good and Mount Joy was terrible, right? So, get in the mindset of thinking, like, it's completely random. We can sit here and say, yes, some stores seem to have better things around the clock, but it's still completely random. You might walk into your best thrift store and they ain't got nothing for you. So you start thinking about it like you're kind of rolling the dice in this business. Every single time you go out and you're trying to find items, especially at a thrift store where you're driving, the costs are higher. So there's a little bit more factors that come into a thrift store versus just buying in bulk. Because in bulk, the price is low. Usually the supplier is, the supplier is not scanning their stuff. So it's a more honest approach. And I think as thrift stores get more basically online e-commerce mindset, even at some of, like Mount Joy, they had some things that were just priced ridiculous, right? Like eBay prices on some of the electronics and things like that. And you start thinking like, as we continue to go down this road with, the economy the way it is, with thrift stores closing up, I've had not too long ago, one of my better sources closed up. It's going to get harder and harder if you're just relying on thrift stores, because you can go out every day. And if the thrift store doesn't have nothing, it doesn't have nothing. What are you going to do, right? So you waste your time, your gas, or the prices are too high. And once the prices start getting to a point where it's not affordable, you almost lose that source completely. So it's not like new thrift stores are popping up. At least around me, there really hasn't been any new thrift stores that are just, oh, new thrift store here, new thrift store there. It always seems like the amount of thrift stores is getting smaller and smaller, and those that are hanging around are raising their prices. So I'm just trying to think here, like, what can we do to try to counteract relying on thrift stores because it's so random? The only option is finding a supplier or, having bulk ads out there so you get the inventory that comes to you. You're paying pennies on the dollar, so the chances of you losing, are slim to none. And with getting a large amount of inventory, you don't have to go out as often. I kind of noticed that this year so far for me is I always have bulk to go through. There's always stuff I can do here at the storage unit. And it's a lot easier to handle it and manage it because, you know, hey, I can shoot out to the storage unit. I can go to my reselling room or whatever you have going on. And you can just focus on getting through that inventory. You didn't pay much for it. And you don't have to leave the comfort of your house. You don't got to drive. You don't got to pay gas. You don't have to worry about traffic, any of those things. I literally, the other day, I went to, I didn't record it. I went to one of my Better Salvation Armies. If there's no traffic, it's like a 10-minute drive. Well, there was an accident. It took me 45 minutes to get there. And this Salvation Army was my best one. And it just sucked. They had nothing. It's not even like it was picked through, right? It's not like there was another scanner ahead of me. Just their supply of media is just dwindling. I've also kind of been seeing that. Less and less media when you go into these stores because it's a headache for the thrift stores to deal with. So, relying on thrift stores, you better figure yourself out because if you don't, they will. And it's going to be either them closing or raising their prices. And they're just going to keep squeezing you until you got nothing. So, it's going to do it for the video. I appreciate y'all watching. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And stay tuned for more used book videos. Bye-bye!